Hello everybody, this is Stanley back with another video. Welcome to the channel if you're new to the channel. I'm excited to be reviewing this car, kind of going over some quick details about this 2025 Mercedes-Benz GLC 350e. Now that is a mouthful, but that's okay. So I just want to start by, none of my videos are scripted. I just kind of go over things as I see them, kind of what I feel like you as a customer may need to know about this car or any other car that I decide to review. So with that being said, let's get into this GLC. This 2025 GLC 350e is an all-new model from Mercedes-Benz. Now, is it still a GLC? Yes, but the 350e is the first introduction of a true hybrid powertrain in the GLC lineup. So the 350e, basically to let you know, mainly the E, that this is a plug-in hybrid. So Mercedes claims, or the EPA claims, that this car can get about 60 miles of hybrid range, which means just pure battery power, no gas engine help whatsoever. This car is at about, I would say, 90% range right now. I tried to charge it before the video, and it's showing me 52 miles of range. So right now I'm driving in pure EV mode, or electric is what it's called, running off the hybrid battery. So it does have regenerative braking. I actually own an EQE, and this car operates just the same as the EQE. So it has regen braking. You can kind of see it as it goes down the road, how it's performing with the regen. One form of braking that I've been using a lot is Mercedes auto braking. So it's kind of like a mix of regen braking, but also utilizing adaptive cruise control like features to speed the car up and slow down according to the car's surrounding. So like I said, right now I'm driving on pure EV. So the interior of this car is just like any other GLC. So you have, we'll check it out, but you have your waterfall screen in front of me. I have my driver infotainment screen in front of me as well. The biggest change that you're gonna see in this car is a gauge cluster a little bit, and then also the battery pack that is stored in the floor of the trunk and rear hatch. So we'll check those out in a minute. I just primarily wanted to get in the car and kind of show you how quiet it is. I know you hear me talking and rambling, but you don't hear very much ambient noise beyond that because I'm not using the gas engine. And also, with this being a Mercedes-Benz, I like to say that there's a little bit more sound deadening, as well as sealing and insulation inside the car. But I'm gonna get back to the dealership and I'll go over show you the car, not just me driving. So let's get back. All right, so I made it back to the dealership. Now, a couple housekeeping rules, because I made some mistakes while I was driving. So this car, 2025 GLC 350e, EPA's quoted range is 54 miles. Now this car is not fully charged at 100%, and it's about 90, and it's only at 52 miles. So I did say 60 because I believe the car can get 60, but Mercedes likes to underestimate their range and performance and everything like that. That way you, the customer, can get what they tell you that it truly gets. On top of that, to get that range, it has a 24.8 kilowatt hour battery, which is a pretty good sized battery because, like I said, this is a plug-in hybrid. This isn't a true EV, nor is it a all hybrid. It's a plug-in hybrid that can run and drive off of the gas engine as well. So you get the 54 miles of range, of pure hybrid range, or electric range, with this battery. It does take up to 60 kilowatts of DC fast charging, and Mercedes also tells us that this car can charge from 0 to 100% on this 24.8 kilowatt hour battery in 30 minutes. So that's all pretty respectable, because keep in mind, this is a good transition car. This is a good everyday runaround car. This also is a good commuter car, not only because it is a GLC, because this GLC is Mercedes' #1 selling vehicle across the board. I believe it's worldwide as well, but also because the price, the value that you get out of the car is amazing. But I like I said before, I have an EQE SUV, perfectly fine. I enjoy it. I drive it every day. But when I got that car, it was more of an experiment because if you check out my channel, I've got other vehicles that the EQE doesn't make sense why I have it. But it's not about the it's not about to fulfill all of my needs on one vehicle for the EQE. But this does that. I could drive this back home. I could drive this on a road trip anywhere I need to because I still have the gas engine under the hood. So I do believe the hybrids are very, very flexible because of that. But let's get a little bit more. Let's check out the rest of the car. Okay, one more thing. This car is very dirty. Did not realize it was this dirty until I pulled it in under these lights, but we're just gonna rock with it and continue on with the video. So as you can see, this one has the AMG appearance package. So this one has the AMG bumpers. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to tell, but that one is a non-AMG, just a standard GLC 300. So this one does look different because of the AMG package, but not because of it being a GLE 350 or GLC 350e. That does not distinguish any of the looks. That is just a package that you select when you're building this car or purchasing the car. This one does not have the night package, so you can still see that it has chrome on some of the body parts, which is fine. It doesn't have the black mirror caps or the black trim going around the door frame or window frame, so that's perfectly fine as well. This car is also equipped with the exclusive package. So what does that mean? It has Burmeister 3D surround. It has 3D surround cameras. It has some advanced driving features or additional driving features. But I strongly recommend the exclusive package when I am selling these cars to customers because it's not very expensive. And one of the biggest things that I do say is worth it is the sound system and also the 360 cameras. I think those are two almost must-haves, especially the cameras, not the sound system as much, but if it's a benefit and it comes with the cameras as well, because I met with Burmeister about 2 weeks ago now, and some of these speakers in these cars, when they have them for their home install systems, are extremely expensive for those systems, but almost no cost for us as consumers on the car side with Burmeister. So getting into the interior of the GLC, you will see that nothing has changed, which is a good thing because this interior is very, very attractive, very easy to manage, very easy to look at with some really good materials in it. So the only differences that you may notice is when the car is on, your infotainment screen will be a little bit different for your driver as far as your hybrid information. And then also you'll have a bigger hybrid menu there in the center stack to view some additional hybrid and active hybrid information. But other than that, it's all the same. Like I said before, this one being an exclusive package, you do get your Burmeister sound audio. Now I will say one thing you will notice, if you get down here in the door, it does have 2 switches. Normally I only have one. One being for the hybrid hybrid door on this car, which we'll check out, is here, where you have your basically your charger ports. So you have your level 1 and level 2 port there. You pop this open and you'll have access to be able to DC fast charge. So you can do all the different charging methods you can. Now I'm sure somebody's sitting there asking, oh, can this charge on a Tesla charger? It is not up to Mercedes-Benz whether it can charge on a Tesla charger. That is up to Tesla. So they have to enable their chargers to accept other basically receptacles is the right way to put it, with the adapter. So these cars do not ship with the adapters, and I believe coming in 26, all of the EVs and plug-in hybrids will have the Tesla plug instead of that one there. You also will get your E designation for the GLC 350e that you can see here probably on the back. And then they're all going to be 4MATIC because that's how the hybrid system is going to work, to switch in between gas and your electric power. Now, like I said earlier, the biggest difference is here in the back. Now, of course, this one still being a fresh light unit, we have not, we typically don't, but you will get your new, so you don't get the Mercedes Me or Mercedes wall box, but you do get the Mercedes smart charger. So in this bag, if you do decide to purchase one, you should make sure that it has it, because that's a level 1 and level 2 smart charger all in one. These are floor mats for the vehicle, but the biggest difference is, let me see if you can see it, is this pronounced floor. So going across the back, you can see that it has a little bit of a ridge, and you'll be able to see it really well over here. So it's about a 2-inch raise on the floor, and you have this little handle, which I think is really funny, for this tiny bit of storage here where you can have anything. So typically a GLC is going to have a false floor in this location, where it'll either house a spare tire or it will have just empty space for you to store items. But here, as you probably already guessed, that's where your battery goes. So that's the only noticeable difference that you'll be able to see with this GLC 300 or 350 versus a 300. It's just the raised floor for the battery. Other than that, your capacity is almost the same. And I know this isn't a great example because, like I said, our vehicle has some things in the back already, but just know that's the only thing that you're going to see or notice when you're comparing this to one of our standard GLC 300s. Besides that, that's pretty much all there is to the GLC 350e. But I think that's a good thing. Okay, so I had to interject and fix the video because I didn't record my outro. But one thing that I wanted to talk about is the price. So what is the price difference between a GLC 350e and a standard GLC? So a standard GLC starts at about $49,000. It's like $49,500 right there is where they start at. Obviously, you know, a nice GLC 300 with an AMG package, Pinnacle package, or even exclusive package can raise the price. But a GLC 350e is going to start at $59,000. So it's about a $10,000 difference no matter how you option it for the GLC 350e versus any other GLC 300. Now, of course, we have the coupes and everything else, which is completely different, but GLC standard SUV versus a GLC 350e, it's about a $10,000 difference. So are you going to save $10,000 by purchasing this vehicle and potentially spending less on fuel? Probably not. But more than likely, you will be able to transition over to an EV if that is something that you think you will do in the future. Because like I said in the very beginning, these are good transition vehicles, something that I think people should consider. And then the maintenance could be less on the 350e versus a standard GLC, even though I don't think the maintenance is very costly on a standard GLC. They're very low maintenance vehicles, but that's also something to keep in mind as well. So like I said, for $10,000 difference, will it save you a lot of money to make that difference up? Honestly, probably not. But that's just something you have to keep in mind and consider when you are shopping for these vehicles. Because there are some benefits day-to-day, cost-wise may be less, but you are going to pay more. Now, one thing I will caveat and say is the GLC 350s do qualify for the $7,500 federal tax, basically rebate or incentive when you purchase them. So that difference is almost made up by that one single rebate if you lease the vehicle to get the $7,500 off. Where right now, 25 model GLC 300s do not have any rebates except for $500. So like I said, you can almost make that up by that one rebate alone. So that's also something to keep in mind if you would like to look into leasing a GLC 350e. But other than that, I just wanted to conclude, give that little information. Hopefully this video was helpful to someone out there. My name is Stanley. I'm here at Mercedes-Benz at Clear Lake in southern Houston, Texas. I was about to say Florida. I wish I was in Florida. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, let me know, drop a comment. Everybody have a good day. Peace.